That's the beauty of being a man. All these men are out here complaining that things are difficult. The reason it has value is because it's difficult. If it was easy, everyone would have it, and it wouldn't have any value. How are you going to complain that it's hard to get a Lambo? The reason having a Lambo is cool is because nobody has a Lambo. You know what pisses me off when I'm in my Lambo? Seeing another one.
The life they try and create for men, the ideas they try and make us subscribe to, are depressing. They want you as a tax slave. They want you in a sexless marriage with some old fat bitch who hates you, and they want you to sit there and pay your taxes until you fucking die. This is why there's so much fucking male suicide. This is why men are so depressed. This is why everyone's so unhappy, because
you know why God made your girl leave you? Because he wanted to show you that you ain't shit. He wanted to show you that you are human and you're fallible and that you're very replaceable. So he decided to make you fall in love with a girl, and he decided to make her leave you to show you that you are a dickhead. Now it is your job to look at the board, understand what's happened, say, I understand, God, I deserve that. I'm glad she left me and I'm sad because I am a dickhead, and do something about it.
Everyone out here, you're listening to this now and you've got fucking problems and stresses. The reality is your problems aren't real problems. Okay, the credit card payment. Okay, you can't afford the car. Okay, this, okay, that. There's people with no food. And I know it's easy to say, and I know it's cliche, but if you can actually put your life in that perspective, I can eat when I'm hungry, I can sleep when I'm tired, but there's more I could have got, but I ain't got it. But who gives a fuck? I'm just smiling. I think that's just the best way to look at life.
now that fucker believes so strictly in depression that there is nothing you can do to change his mind to prevent him from finding depression. You could even give him a fantastic life. He would still sit there talking about depression because it's all he sees, because it's all he believes in. I do not see the point in believing in things that will steal power from me. I curate my own reality. I'm not going to believe in things that take my power.
If you want to be the most competitive predator on the planet, you have to be able to hunt in the day and the night. You have to be able to do both. You have to be able to perform when you're happy and sad. You can't only be able to perform when you're happy. You can't only go to the gym when you're motivated. You can't only be a competent person when your life's going well, because when your life's not going well, you're no longer competent. If you're the kind of person who can only do well when you're happy and you're competing against someone like me who can do well all the fucking time, guess what? You lose.
If you want to be something as a man, you need to go to war in some form. You need to be a pawn. If you're not a pawn, if you're born anywhere else on the scale, in most cases, you end up being a fake or a fraud. I'll tell you something, man. I know a lot of people with a lot of money, but they were born with it. And when you're born with it, you never really suffered. You've never been hungry. You've never hustled. You've never struggled. You always just call daddy. And there's something about them as a man that is missing. Trauma is absolutely necessary in the development of a man. We need trauma. We need that masculine essence. We need to suffer. I think the worst life a man could possibly live is one without suffering.
I have respect for the people who brought me on this planet. It is my job to be exceptional, not only for myself, but for everyone who ever created me. If you want to live life and go, oh, I'm average, it's okay, then you're insulting your parents and your grandparents and everyone fucking else. These people went through World War II and polio and smallpox and fucking ice ages to bring your stupid ass alive. And now you want to sit there and be average? You want to sit there and say, I'm sad, and play video games? Then you're a fuck up.
If you ask someone, do they want to be rich? Every single person will say yes. Yes, I want to be rich. And they say, okay, how will you become rich? Well, I'm going to save my money and da. Most people want to get rich with one of two tactics. A miracle, win the lottery, or two, patience. The slave masters have convinced you need to be patient to get rich. Don't worry, work your job. In 10 years, you'll get a raise, get your mortgage. In 40 years, you own your house. And eventually, when you're 65, you might have enough money to retire without going broke. Don't worry, you'll be rich later. Just keep waiting, keep waiting. At 24, I couldn't pay the rent. At 28, I was a millionaire. And at 32, I bought a Bugatti. That's how quickly you can get rich with a plan. If you don't have a plan, all you have is a dream. If you want to get rich, find somebody who's rich and start training to get rich right here, right now. Stop waiting.
Every single man of value went through trauma, and they went through pain. It's going to be painful to get strong, painful to get rich, painful to become important, it's going to be painful to become good with women. Your heart's going to get broken a bunch of times. You have to be prepared for the pain. That's what you need, and that's what life's about. You're not going to be able to go through life avoiding pain and also becoming a man of quality.
I've never seen anybody dedicate themselves to something completely unfair. I've never seen somebody eat right, go to the gym every day, train really hard, and not. I've literally never seen it. The universe is extremely giving. If you actually try and you actually want it and you're actually not making excuses, lying, talking shit, you're going to get what you want. So when I see people who don't have what they want, I consider them losers.
The number one thing that you can do as a man is just get your life in order. Just be the strongest, most honorable, best version of yourself. Don't be a bad person. Be a good person. Tell the truth. Be honorable. Protect the people that you care about. Be polite to everybody. Make as much money as you can. Go to the gym. Get in good shape. Find other guys who are on the same mission as you. That's what you need to do. If you cannot control your own mind, then you are just just a feather in the wind of life. Because your own mind is the only thing you control. You can't control the weather. You can't control anything besides what you think. If you cannot control your own mind, then you go through life with zero control, zero influence. You can't control anything. You're just a feather in the wind, waiting for life to blow you from happy place to sad place to happy place to sad place. All these brokey days are going to be the best days of your life once you're out. You're striving for status as a man, and the status is going to come from money. And money's only going to be interesting because you're going to talk about all the times you were poor. That's what it's about. The best life anyone can live is to be born with good parents and no money. You need to affirm to the universe, gentlemen. You need to wake up every day and you need to talk to the universe as if it was Alexa or Siri. You need to say, I want to see how good life can get. You have to believe that perfection is possible. You can live the perfect life. You can live the absolute dream life, but your dream life ain't going to happen if you're fucking broke. You need money plus a bunch of other things, but money's a good place to start.
I can wake up sad, I can ache, I can have a busy day, stressed, etc. I will complete the same tasks as if I woke up in a fantastic mood, because how I feel has no bearing on the things I'm going to do in my day, because I have duty to myself and to my bloodline. I don't have the motivation to go to the gym. Well, here's the newsflash. Neither did I, and I still did it. Oh, you're scared to get in the ring. So was I. Being a man is about not feeling things. It's about acting the way you're supposed to act regardless of how you feel.
You can build your character completely from the ground up, just like a video game. Every single thing about me that people respect, I build. I was not born a world champion kickboxer. I was not born this intelligent or intellectual. I was not born this rich. I was not born this strong. I was not born this confident. I was not born this interesting. I was not born this charismatic and humble and gorgeous and tall and strong and sexy. I was not born none of these things. I became these things myself, so I deserve all the spoils of war. And anybody who decides they don't want to work hard enough to become those things, then they deserve to sit and accept they're my inferior. Yeah. That's their problem.
You're the kind of person who deserves a good life and works their ass off and genuinely wants it and tries very hard. Guess what you get 99% of the time? A good life. You're the kind of person who doesn't really deserve it, slacks 3 days a week, a little bit lazy, snakes his friends, talks behind people's back, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Your life ain't all that good. The universe is pretty fair and pretty balanced. I've yet to meet somebody who gets up every day, does what they're supposed to do, works hard, goes to the gym, then goes to work, does their best, makes their money, looks after it, is sensible, doesn't blow it, etc., who then fails. I've never met anybody who fails when they do all the right things.
If you start to feel depressed, the best thing to do is still to get up, be an adult, control your emotions, be stoic, and do the things you're supposed to do day after day. Laying in bed and doing nothing is never going to be the best option. The best option is still to go to the gym, to work hard, to run your business, to be successful. The rules of the game remain the same, regardless of the position you're still trying to win. You go to school, you'll get in debt, you'll get a job, you'll get a wife, divorce is coming, you're going to lose the house eventually, your job's shit, inflation's outpacing your wages, you're going to work, no one's going to appreciate it, now you're old and you're like this. That is the matrix for 99% of men, and you need to find a way to escape it.
If you're watching this and you're depressed, go to the gym tomorrow morning. And I guarantee you, no matter how depressed you are, if you're considering suicide, promise me this, get a six-pack first. And by the time you got the six-pack, you won't want to do it.
If you want to be a man, you need to go through some real shit, and you have to go through some trauma and use it, internalize it, and that's what turns you into a man. If you're a man who's never had hard times, you're not a very good man. Any man who's had an easy life is going to fall and collapse in the face of adversity. Life is not always about winning and losing as a man. As a man, sometimes life is about simply fighting anyway, standing up and doing what you're supposed to do, even if you know there is no chance of victory. That's what true manhood is. It's easy to be brave when you have hope. When you have no hope at all, that's where true bravery is shown.
Every single man out there listening to this, I want you to do one thing today, and I want you to do the same thing for the rest of your adult life. I want you to work very hard, and I want you to be proud of yourself. If you do those two things, you'll be amazed how close you'll come to your goals. In fact, if you work hard and you're proud of yourself, every single goal you have in mind right now, you're going to surpass.
Bravery will take you pretty fucking far, because if you're truly brave, you'll have results, and you'll also have all the motivation you need to upgrade your character to then have fantastic results. As a man, you're living inside of a video game. In a video game, you're going to go through trial and tribulation. You're going to struggle to upgrade your character. And the reason you upgrade your character is when you get more stats, you can complete more difficult levels within the game. Life is exactly the same. The levels never end, but as you become better, you stand a better chance of completing it. So as you upgrade your character, you get further and further in the game, but the game never ends.
Your mind is broken. I say that life as a man is exceptionally difficult. I say the most beautiful and the most terrifying thing about being a man is you're born without value. Society doesn't care about you. You're only going to be cared about based on how useful you are. You have the chance to build yourself up and become a superhero if you're prepared to do the hard work and be indefatigable enough to never quit. But if you're going to stand around and wait for a handout, nobody's going to ever respect you. I think that the world's never going to think you're important unless you make yourself important. I think you get to decide what character you want to be in this movie, which is your life. You can decide if you want to be a comedian or a musician or a fighter. You get to decide what you want to be. And if you work hard enough, you can become it.
It's the denial that's going to hold you back the most. The people who go, yes, I'm wasting my potential. Those are the ones who have potential. The ones who stand up and go, I am wasting my potential. I could be anything and I am not that yet. They have a chance.